Do you remember this one? It's not featured for a long time, not since I brought it home, in fact, last year. This was a project bike. Got it from eBay, and the chap who I bought it off, he hadn't used it much. He'd bought it for that cycling event, Heroica Britannia, I think. I'm not too clued up on them, but it was somewhere being held in Derbyshire near Buxton, so that's where I got it from. Now, he said he bought it off, I think it could have been a dealer, sold as being, you know, sort of restored, and there is a lot of evidence of that. There is a lot of evidence of recent work. For instance, the new sprocket there, new chain, even though that does want seeing to, wants a new link putting in, or a repair. You can tell it's a replacement chain because it's not a Renault Elite or a Coventry. I'm pretty certain that this would have had a Renault Elite when it left the factory. Well, I know it would have done, which are excellent chains. Also, it's sans chain guard. I was thinking of riding it without, but I've decided against that, as it's going to be a daily rider. And I decided that early on, from the photos in the listing, in fact, because of this aforementioned, well, restoration work, a loose term in this case, but they had masked off the transfers, or the remains of them, I should say, which are very poor and incomplete. So I've no qualms about rubbing this frame down again to give a slightly better finish and applying a new set of transfers. So it does need further recommissioning work. There's plenty to do, as I say. That mudguard bridge piece there, that wants replacement, because just a second. It's having the usual focus issues, but now you can see it. That's finished with. No big deal. I've got a couple of spare ones of those. The carrier is something I put on just to test the fit, and I'm pleased with that. That's going to be a very useful thing. But otherwise, it really does want a full strip down and overhaul, because the pedals are really stiff. The bottom bracket, that's done up far too tight, so that wants attention. And the rear wheel as well, it is quite hard to move. It doesn't want to freewheel, so that was probably just going to be a bearing adjustment, and the hub will want a lot of oiling. It's also got an original steel rim there, so that will ultimately be replaced with a stainless one. I've not actually had a closer look at this, see if there's any perforation or rust holes, but it doesn't actually look too bad. There's probably another couple of years service left in that. The saddle is looks like quite a horrible thing. You'll see that, more of that in a future video, but I think it's Dutch. Looks to be a Dutch bike, and maybe a lady's saddle. But I've got a nice Brooks one, or is it a Brooks, or is it a Wrights? one of the two, but it's a 3-spring leather job, so that'll be ultimately going on. I will ride on this one first though, just because it's there. But today I'm doing the front forks. I have removed, as you can see, the non-original Triumph front forks. Totally incorrect for the bike. If you're watching this and you have a Triumph and you want these forks, just drop us a line and you're welcome to them, because they are of no use to me whatsoever. But the ball bearings look okay of where I've positioned them there, so I don't boot them over as generally happens. But yeah, I'm going to strip the rest of these forks, mudguard off, brake stirrups off, etc. And here's a set I prepared quite some time earlier. These are the correct Raleigh forks, which I got off one of my parts bikes. I've replaced the thimble there. That one's cleaning now. I had stripped and sprayed these, sprayed them black with a rattle can, and I got the fork lock working. That was a video in itself, but yeah, if it's going to be a daily rider, that will be invaluable, you know, just for locking it up as I'm making calls at shops or wherever. No need to carry a bulky and inconvenient frame lock. So yeah, that's what I'm carrying on with this afternoon. Gonna clean all this up, clean all the cups, and reinstate the correct forks. So that's just a little update from me on this daily rider project. 3-speed, because I do like the 3 speeds best. I much prefer them to the 4s. But yeah, further updates will come as and when. Thanks for watching.